So I was suggesting we wanted to consider an amount of science we want to produce a minute, a rate of science that we want to aim for.
Yes, you were suggesting that.
Acknowledging that Gleba is going to be a separate issue.
Yeah.
But if we could get all the other sciences
difficult.
producing X amount per minute,
yeah,
I think that would be something. Now, in theory, Fulgora is currently producing 60 a minute. In reality, it's not. Actually, I could probably double check how much it is producing in reality. We are making... Actually, we are making 60.9 a minute. I am actually making my... I mean, I should hope so, given that I built the exact number of machines the calculator said to build. But... I am actually making 60 science a minute. Given that a rocket transports 4K... I mean, this is the other consideration. A rocket transports 4K at the moment. We really want to be making science at a rate at which it's roughly equal to how quickly the rocket transports it.
Right. I'm sending some science back. Because if we don't start a science and use it, it'll just decay. Some of it might have already decayed too much.
Let's cancel that for now. And what do you want to do then? Health?
Health we can achieve. Well, so any science we could start doing.
We could start anything. What do you want to start? You don't have a lot of choice, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind.
Let's do carbon fibre. Because that's needed for progression. So I'm thinking, we're currently producing 60 science a minute. In theory, if we were to have a rocket that did, a shuttle that did just one planet and back to Nauvis, the Fulgora and Vulcanus rockets could feasibly do that in about 5 minutes, I think, a round trip.
Say that again? I'm figuring stuff out here.
If you had a rocket from Nauvis to Fulgora, or Nauvis to Vulcanus, I reckon it could probably do a round trip in about 5 minutes.
Probably.
If you could load it and unload it quickly enough, I think it could probably do a round trip in about 5 minutes.
It depends on if it can stock up on ammo and repair itself as well in that time. If it needs more walls.
Although, ideally we'll build a rocket that doesn't need to be repaired every time it goes back to Nauvis.
Yes, ideally.
Although then again, we can just alter the amount that the rocket carries to match the amount we produce. So I'm back on how much do we want to produce. In fact, 1k science a minute is tempting. And probably unreasonable.
Yeah.
But it does sound like a nice number.
It does sound like a nice number.
I might go for it. I might just go for 1,000 and try and build to that amount. So, we are going to be using, realistically, blue belts. Actually, I should probably go all out and just say green belts, because I think we've got greens now. Yeah, we're not making them in huge amounts, if at all. They have to be made on Vulcanus. Maybe I need to go to Vulcanus and start making green belts. If then, I can't remember if you set them up or not.
What green belts?
Can't see them there.
I don't think so, because they were new to the pack, and you copied the layout from the previous setup.
No, but you can't make them on Nauvis, you have to make them on Vulcanus. You have to pull them out of a foundry.
Oh. I didn't know that.
They don't look like they are there, so I may have to go. I may have to set those up. But I think planning to use greens would probably be sensible. Preferred fuel, rocket fuel, because I'm making that already on Fulgora. Default module.
That's like what?
I want to say speed, but it could also be productivity. I'll say product. No, I'll say speed. If I'm making lots of science, productivity. Secondary is speed. I'm not going to suggest that I'm going to do beacons by default. Our mining productivity bonus is on 80% from memory.
Right. Is that going to stop stuff getting clogged up? Hopefully.
Right, it reckons. Why has Gleba become involved?
What do you need from Gleba?
Nutrients and spoilage to make
Oh,
carbon.
But
Let's
carbon,
not do that. Let's turn that
Don't.
off.
You can just get carbon from space. Carbon's really easy to just get from space.
I don't know what it's suggesting I do actually. Why does it suggest I want the nutrients? What for? I'm pretty sure it wants the nutrients to be made into spoilage, the spoilage to be made into burnt spoilage, which produces carbon. Why? Can I turn Gleba off? Can we not use Gleba?
Carbon fibre?
Why would I need it?
What you making carbon fibre?
No, I'm trying to make Fulgoran science.
Then I have no idea. It might be getting mixed up with a set of carbon recipes.
It's trying to use coal synthesis. It's trying to make coal out of carbon. No, don't I just get coal on Vulcan? I mean, how do I get coal now? I don't. I don't have coal at all here. What do you want to use the coal for?
Is there a coal recipe?
No one's to use the coal to do coal liquefaction. I can just pump heavy oil off the surface of the planet.
Can't do that. It makes it too easy.
Why would I do coal liquefaction if I could just pump heavy oil? I've got to find the pump heavy oil recipe now to turn that on and turn off coal liquefaction.
Let's turn spoilage off. Get rid of all the spoilage. There we go. Well, things are flowing.
Right, I've turned off coal liquefaction. We'll see what it says now. Oh, look at that. Now it just says to pump heavy oil.
There we go. That's better.
Cool.
So that's a 15-second craft. That's a 4-second craft. I don't want to have multiple sets of pentapod eggs being crafted at once, though. That just feels dangerous. Right, I've vaguely streamlined my process by having spoilage go on one side of the belt. Let's just have that. Where's it being put on the
I may
left
have to
side?
resort to beacons.
Okay.
In order to get to a reasonable number of machines. Basically, it was suggesting I wanted 96 electromagnetic plants just making the science.
Yeah.
So, I think I will be beaconing those.
Yeah.
You want 600 accumulators a minute. It's a little excessive.
There. Right. That should be properly balanced. So all my machines should just be putting spoilage on one side and nutrients on the other. Because I had a blockage where all my nutrients turned to spoilage. That was not good.
Can the biochamber be used on every planet?
I don't see why it wouldn't. The only problem is getting nutrients into it to power it.
You do have to. Yeah, so if I want to do that.
So, yeah, you can't grow the plants on every planet at the moment.
So I'd have to say I want to do this in the. I'd have to turn off the biochamber recipe for this. The problem is there's a very long recipe list.
Right. For some reason,
how do I tell you I don't have the biochamber?
Is now is requesting. Ah, that's why. Now is not currently requesting the agricultural science pack.
No.
There we go. Now it's requesting it. So the special one went to Nalvis and then came back again with the science packs without dropping them off.
If I turn off every means of getting nutrients.
There must be a way to get neutrons on other planets. Otherwise,
it'll be easier
would
not
only be able to use them here.
I definitely don't have to. I've just got to make the calculator understand that I don't want to.
It just needs to calculate properly.
Are we happier now?
Right. Get rid of that.
No, it still wants to use the biochain. But I don't. I don't want to.
Right. We can start at a fairly good rate now. Do I need to some speed modules?
I'm sure I can work it out. I just have to change the ratio of that. Anyway, the point is, green belts was probably a bit excessive because there's only one of these that actually needs. There's only two of these that actually need more than one. Three of these that need more than one green belt. So I'll get there eventually. If I were to go to blue belts, though, as long as most things are still under a belt's worth, which they are. Yeah, okay, I'll stick with blue belts for now then, because they're what we've got. So apparently, I'm going to need 164 big mining drills.
That's quite a lot.
If I surround them with beacons, I can get it down to like 25. I need 22 blue belts worth.
Oh, we do have 100 big mining drills sat in the chest on Vulcanus.
Yeah.
So...
Realistically, the issue is actually getting them around the belts, getting them on scrap.
Yeah. I think you might have to recalculate your science per minute, maybe. If you're going to try to fit that many just on scrap. Plastic seems to have backed up again, by the way.
That's good. Because we've not been doing any science for a while, waiting for the agricultural science.
Wait, it's happening now?
It is.
It's stopped again.
Okay. I'm going to try and over-engineer a bit. The problem is, I don't really have any good scrap patches. The patch I'm mining now has 76 million. There's a patch there with 188 million, and that's it. The rest are all like a million or below. So I guess I'm stuck with the 188 million, but it's not a big patch. There's no way I'm getting 46 mining drills on it.
Is that got the correct side? No, it is not. Good.
The thing is, I'm not in a good position to explore further.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what.
Box some stuff in slightly. Let's cut that off. If I cut that there. Use a long inserter. There.
I mean, the patch that I had before, for reference, I got 5 mining drills on it.
Yeah.
Maybe a K, maybe 1k is a bit much. Maybe 500 science a minute is better.
So just need some nutrients coming in.
Yeah, I think this is a better goal. 500 a minute. Seems more reasonable.
Right. There.
Okay.
Sounds got a there.
Right, I'm off to a new island.
Nice. Right, I've doubled the pentapod egg production, which I'm sure will not go badly.
I'm sure you won't regret it.
It'll be fine. The problem now is just getting the throughput on the belts. Good. 3 belts.
Or request category, and I had another one. It was probably trade. It was not trade.
Right.
Railways? Might have been railways. It was railways. There we go.